On this bumpy beer tasting, I got one from Treehouse Brewing Company. This is gifted to me from John and Nelly over Georgia Beer Review, so check him out. There'll be a link to his channel at the end of this video. This one is a Weizenbock wheat beer. 8.8% ABV. It says it's handcrafted and cold conditioned for exceptionally smooth texture. It was brewed and canned in Charlton, Massachusetts. So I have some IPAs and stuff, not anymore from Treehouse, because unfortunately my palate has been so shot that anytime I tried to review, I basically couldn't pick out any hops for the most part except for bitterness. So I'm going to give this one a go. Since it's a Weizenbock and not going to be super hoppy, and they do give their lovely flavor notes here on the back, so we'll just go ahead and read through this and then I'll talk about kind of what I'm picking out. Palate's still not 100% at this point. It says Restless, expertly, I guess, is that the name of it? That's going to be the name of it, Restless. Expertly crafted, Restless is rich, traditional, and delicious. To make it, we combined wheat, a complex assortment of German specialty malts and noble hops, before fermenting it at the hands of a traditional top-fermenting Weiss yeast. Combining the best elements of a traditional doppelbock and weissbier, Restless carries a rich malt complexity and character, with notes of brown bread, molten toffee, dark fruit, and mild yeasty phenols. So hopefully I can pick out that. I think I can get most malt. It's just been really difficult for hop flavors to show up on my palate. So yeah, that's the label art there. Beautiful window into some brewing equipment there, whether that's fermentation tanks or on the hot side, I don't know, because it's a picture for one. Let's go ahead and crack this open. It just says spring of 2026, so this was done for the spring. We're now in summer. It's pretty damn hot, so this 8.8% ABV should really cool me down. A little drippage down the side of the can, but that's okay. This pours with a little bit of a tannish khaki colored head, probably closer to khaki. Very sudsy. I don't think that head's going to stick around much longer. This is an extremely ruby red, mahogany color. Maybe some brown hints to it, but it's definitely on the red side. Does look pretty clear. See some carbonation going up through glass there. The head almost gone. Let's get some aromas. Oh yeah. Oh, get bugs, man. Part of the hot weather too. It's like a wicked red grape to almost like raspberry-esque. Extremely dark fruit notes. It's much more pleasant than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was just going to be like a big malty, bready, especially in the heat. Having that nice kind of berry note in there, grape to berry, dark fruit type stuff going on. That's very pleasant. There's a lot of it too. Maybe a little bit of like a underlining that, going into like getting into the breadiness of it. It almost has like a soda type vibe. It gives like a little bit of like maybe a cola to like a moxie. There's like definitely that brown bread malt note, but then there's just this kind of like zesty, spicy type zip to it that you'd find in like a moxie type soda. A lot of times I find moxie and like when you get into the fall, and you start seeing the beers that are brewed with all the nutmegs and cinnamons and all that for pumpkin type spice. But anyways, smells pretty damn good. A lot better than I thought it was. Dive in for the first sip. Cheers. Yeah, so it's like a medium to full, heft on the palate. Ooh, that does linger around. Almost treats the palate like molasses. I'd say there is a little bit of a molasses type note to it too. Rich brown bread. It does bring that little bit of zip to it. Like I said, it does have a little bit of that kind of Moxie Cola type of a flavor to me, anyways. It's not bad. I mean, it's just this herbal-esque, like herbs that you might try to make some medicines with or something type thing going. But it all kind of works. Carbonation level seems low on the palate. I mean, it does have a little bit of carbonation to it, but it's not super spritzy. There's almost a hint of like a little bit of like pink bubblegum to this too. A lot of the dark fruit notes that I was getting in the aromas, and it's pretty big on the dark fruit notes and the aromas. They don't really show up much on the palate. It would have been nice to have some more of that kind of showing up on my palate. But once again, it could just be because of my ailment. So, and this is actually kind of refreshing at 8.8% ABV, sitting out here in the heat. Actually, a little breeze coming in now, so that's kind of nice. At least I'm in the shade now that we're going into the evening. Also, so, but I would say that this beer at 8.8%, way more refreshing than it should be. There's no alcoholic flavors that I can pick out. There's no like warming booziness to it in the chest or anything like that. It does drink, besides the body feeling like it's kind of like a medium to full. I am getting a bit of a burn in the throat. That could be, like I said, it kind of has that moxie, medicinal, herbal spice tone to it. So I don't know if that could possibly be coming from hops that were used in this. But yeah, yeasty phenols, that's probably that grape, that like extreme red grape note I was getting out of it. Molten toffee, I mentioned molasses, definitely has that brown bread thing going for it. I'm trying to think of like, is there a molasses bread? I don't know. There's like some type of molasses cake or something. I think it's kind of similar to that. There's like a spice cake, like a brown spice cake. I believe that's out there. I think that's kind of mostly what I pick up on the palate. It's pretty delicious though. I'm actually happy that I'm not going to trash on this Weizenbock from Treehouse. I think they did a stellar job with this one. I would say I don't want to throw it into the excellent range. I just don't want to. But I want to put it like really close to the top, as close to the top as possible. I'd be at like a 4.5 out of 5 for this one. So top end, very good. It could possibly even go into the excellent range. I'm sure there's people out there that might throw it there. And some of that could just be my palate. If I could pick up on more, then maybe I could have done that. But yeah, I at this point don't know what my palate's picking up and what it's not picking up. This is my new normal. That would suck. But anyways, cheers. Cheers to John and Nelly, and thank you all for watching. And I hope you had a happy and safe 4th of July, at least to my American viewers. Cheers. Bye. everybody has a 4th of July too, so I hope everybody else was safe and happy as well.